Alright. I think it's time to start. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I decided to play some Final Fantasy VII original music because I was I was reminded by an email that the new one, the very new one, is going to be coming out soon, and I was like, oh yeah. So now I'm definitely going to be listening to Final Fantasy VII music. Maybe not during the stream today because I found another playlist that I thought was really neat. But welcome. So as usual, today we'll be sketching, but to kind of celebrate the release of the new first part of the chapter. Also, my dog is under my desk. You can probably hear him because every now and then he's squeaking his toy and he's going, yeah. I mean, it does look like I have a squeaker stuck in my throat, so that's kind of funny. So yeah, what I usually do when a new chapter is released on digitally on Webtoons is that I'll go through it and do like a little read through and then kind of add like some author's notes to it, and then we'll start the sketch. We'll start the sketch. So excuse me. So let me see, 'cause I don't think I quite have it set up to show the comics, so give me a moment. I have it for, so this is going to be our page today. So I have the body models for the for our page today, but we're not doing that first. So let's see. What are you? Are you window capture? Okay, you're window capture 2. So can I change this, or is this gonna mess up? Oh no, this is gonna mess up Mother 3. Okay. Maybe desktop capture? Oh. Let me just do a new window capture. But I hope you've been having a good day today so far. It's been warm. It's been warm outside. Okay. Yeah, let's do that one. It's covering the whole screen, isn't it? Okay. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep, beep. Like that. Beep. Oh, that's too big. But yeah, I've had an interesting week so far. But cool thing is, my family member's birthday was just yesterday, and so it was fun. It was fun to celebrate the day of their birth. Double birthday, of course. So yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, so that means I gotta shut this one off for a second. Is that good? Maybe I should scooch it up scooch it a scotch. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. It's got the wrong one. Okay, give me a second. I got this. Don't worry. Lock this one. Lock this one, and then the one we want to move. Oh goodness, the one we want to move. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm talking about when I say I'm on Webtoons, and you can check out the comic so far. I do want to make it always accessible, but as I also say, you can support the artist by buying the physical comic, and I like the physical version. It's kind of how I imagined it to be, so that's what I like the most. Maybe I should put on some music though. It's kind of dry right now, so we'll put on the music that I was gonna use for sketching. Is it balanced? A little bit, yeah. Oh, it's showing. It's showing the music. Okay. Well, that's the playlist if you want to look it up. Anyway, so yeah, let's start. As usual, I kind of do it where it's the past first and then the present. Here it is. Here's the cover art. So you all saw like the sketching of it, but yeah, this is it completed. And like I said, the style is really different from the last one, but I wanted it like this. Right, Ari WitchBlade, Chapter 7, Part 1, by me. Right, 50 years ago. I really wanted this as like a big set piece, and since the first episode with the stained glass, yes, puppy, I know you are getting that toy. The stained glass, I kind of wanted to put the stained glass somewhere for real, not just this like idea of it, and I thought Sophilia's keep would be perfect.
Lady Sophia, this human has requested your audience. He says he was sent by the heads to be of service.
No doubt Soul's doing. She never liked me. Your name, human? Click, clink, clink. My lady, my name is Corin Archibald, previous wielder of the Witchblade, currently a mercenary at your service. The Witchblade has been in the hands of the Assembly for 50 years. I was there when the fools made a parade of its return. Now you, fair-faced human, how do you still draw breath? Lady Soul saved my life from death. She freed me. You are a pet. You're Sal's reanimated corpse, and there is nothing you can do for me. I do like the silly little frames like this. My queen! Sophia. I was a pawn to her plans. Otherwise, I would have spent my final years in jail, left to rot. I needed a chance to live again. Truly, my adoration lies with you. I needed a chance to reclaim what was mine. The Witchblade. The chance to claim revenge upon the Assembly.
Hi, Saren.
Thanks for lurking. Glad you could join. Puppy squeaking. I mean, there's a squeaker in my throat. Revenge is the only language I speak. You must prove to me that I am your queen. What say you, human? Anything your icy heart desires, my lady. What I desire is... That's the past. So, back to the present. I know where we left off on chapter 6. Clutter, clutter. This could work. A temporary runic gate to banish the intruder. Just needs an unbroken circle and a catalyst. Forced portal spell like that will alert the Assembly, possibly others. Is that what you want? Sophia has to be involved in this. If that man works for her, he's either enthralled or undead. I'd rather not have to take a man's life if he's been enthralled. And I'd rather remain thought of as dead in our world, and I'd rather live a normal human life, school and movies, and let me help. Not this time, Micah. For now, this is the plan. Do you have any chalk? Yeah, of course. Once again, we're jumping around a bit because, like I said, this picks up from chapter 6. So I really recommend you read chapter 6. Okay, he's here. Stick to the plan. Be Nick. No disguises. Hero will be unknown. But what if he really needs my help as unknown? The power of Stella. Oh no, he's going for Blake. Alright, young man. You drop the sword, I take it, and I leave. Do you work for the Ice Witch? The mewling babe dares to demand a question of me. You don't seem to understand your unique situation. My target is in that house, and the Witchblade is my prize. If my intel is correct, seems correct to me. You are working for the Ice Queen. Otherwise, you'd think this house is abandoned. I can't let you pass. I don't want to pass, Whelp. I want the blade. Ah! She belongs to me! Okay. So, action sequence here. This is, like I said, a lot of this episode, or this half of the episode, was action sequence. And you guys saw a lot of that if you were joining in on the previous art streams. You're fighting what feels like instinct, but it's not. It's the blade. She does everything for you, and one day she will control your mind. Sounds like you've always been a pawn. I was once the wielder of the Witchblade before she was forced from my hand. You possess a stolen item. Actually, it was a gift, and the Witchblade doesn't seem to mind. Headstrong whelp! Arrgh. Super speed, swish, 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 swish. Swoop. Clink, clink, clink. Ha! Yeah! Wah! Shadowed reanimation.
My name is Fitchy!
Calm yourself, Fitchy. Stick to the plan. What are you? I'm human, like you, with undead friends. Have to be human to keep the Witchblade, right? Gulp. Seems you've got some interesting friends as well, whelp. Hopping around quite a bit in this episode. It's 2 against 1 now. That means I have to help, right? I can't. Kira's not here yet. I always have to stick to the plan. Thump, 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 thump. Standoffs. I remember this was such a problem for me, being like, how do I represent, like, I don't know, the thing suddenly disappeared. Struggled with it for a bit, honestly. Ka-ching! Cling! Swoop! It's got extra hands, and yep. Bam! Well, well, well. The displeasure was all mine, but I'll be taking my blade now. Ah! Funny little Witchblade, she'd have protected you had my sword been enchanted. Unlucky for you, this is all my swordcraft. Transform, fickle woman. Your wielder has returned. To be continued. Yeah. And then I usually put a little author's note. So that's chapter 7.1. It seems once again very perilous again for our protagonists, but don't you worry. The next part's coming soon, and I just want to say to anyone who does read it, you know, has left likes on the previous ones, I really appreciate it. As you may tell, I really am happy when I get one done, and I enjoy sharing it. So, yeah. Let's get to these body models, which look very strange right now, but don't worry. Kind of like I always do for the sketching phase, I primarily use the body models for... Oh. Some water. Here. Water. Ah, delicious. But yeah, as usual, I primarily use the body models to get a rough idea of perspective, but I don't, you know, use them to completely draw everything. Just so you know. It's just a helpful tool. And If I did use it exactly, the characters just wouldn't look right, honestly. I kind of do this loose outline, and especially with something like this, the coats of when Kira and Nick are wearing their coats. A little bit of a spoiler for next episode, but when they're wearing their coats, you know, one of the powers of it is to make them look similar to each other. So I did want to keep their height the same as their body models are, but there are going to be slight changes to the facial features and the body itself that make them look more like twins, so to speak. Identical twins. Yeah. But because I do actually use their body models a lot of time to get like the perspective right, it's probably a lot more noticed in like the earlier chapter, like chapter 3, that like Kira's version of their like mysterious character unknown has like a more defined, like more sharp back detail than Nick's. And I think that really more has to do with me using a feminine body model for Kira still, and using male body model for Nick. And then Blake's in the background here. Better shape his head. More helpful if I actually shape the top of the ground correctly. Okay. So yeah, so now we have a rough sketch of where I want their placement to be. They're both gonna have like flame. But see, here's the kind of annoying thing. There is gonna be like a lot of dialogue here, so I'm trying to decide how I want to do it. It's gonna end up being like back and forth, you know, them bickering as usual. And yeah. Let me see if I have a reference image. Well, here's Kira in the cloak, but not covered. I need one like in the cloak covered. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is a chapter. This is a chapter 3 as my reference. A chapter 3 Kira as unknown. Yeah, I think the shoulders are a little smaller. Can't really see the back in that. Maybe I will pull one more reference, because this is maybe not my favorite iteration of it. What episode am I thinking of? Maybe... No, they're not in Disguise in 5 or 6. Oh yeah, in 6. Yeah. It's in 6, part 1. 6, part 1. This one, where Kira's version of Unknown enters the bar. I think I like that sort of ratio, shoulder to hood size. Alright, let's do it. Let's actually draw them. I remember at one point when I was like, you know, wanting to do the coats like this. I thought it was cool. Have like the mysterious character like this, and I was trying to decide like how I wanted to do arm part, if it should be like more of a cloak deal where it's just more attached to the main body part, and then it would kind of just like be like this long. But I think I do enjoy the more sleek look. Maybe flare this one out a bit more too. So yeah, yeah, a little like I said, a little bit of a spoiler, but you know, if you come to the streams, it's a little bit of behind the scenes anyway. But yeah, a little bit of a spoiler. I wonder what two versions of Unknown are doing in the same space after, you know, they were like, oh, we had a plan, there should only be one. Wonder how that happened. So yeah, I'm gonna give more of a back art to Nick's version as well. But yeah, the sketching streams tend to be a little more what do I always say, the chill version. So it's like, you know, it's just a lot of me kind of just talking about random stuff as I figure out how I want the page to look. It's usually very like a loose look of how it's going to end up being. And then also I can come back later in time and be like, what was I doing that day? That is not the eraser. What happened? So that was strange. So alright. So typically what I have the back of my pen to where it turns into the eraser, which is what it's doing this time. For some reason it glitched and went to magnifying glass. That's a little odd. So anyway, yes, we can talk a little bit about gaming news first. I like this Animal Crossing music, it's very cute. So yeah. I was like, once I finish Super Mario RPG, I'll go back to Baldur's Gate 3, right? And then, like I said, I just got the email today. It was like, oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is gonna be shipping soon as it comes out on February 4th. And I was like, oh yeah. Whoops. So, for Baldur's Gate 3, or at least the end game of it, is has been neglected for a while. I haven't played it in a while. I've been doing this actually, and trying to organize a couple more events, like applying to them and that kind of thing. Oh, did I talk about how the market went? I don't think I was able to, because I don't really talk about that stuff on like my gaming streams. I'm so caught up in the game. But yeah, the market went pretty well. It was cold though, and I think I'm just kind of spoiled now, to be honest. Like I I just got way too used to doing indoor events. And it was just like the first part of it, I was just like, alright, it's really cold. It just kept being like, it's cold, it's really cold, it's cold. And then I looked down at my clock, because it's like from it was like from 10 to 5, and you have to be there to set up around like 8:30, 9. Wind was crazy too, which did not help. I was like, my display is way too tall now to really like, I need a separate display for my outdoor setup now. I have to figure that out. But yeah, if I'm selling outdoors. But I was just like, I don't know, man. So yeah, it got to about like 12:30. I hadn't looked at my clock, but I was like, man, it must have been a while. Like, it's cold, and it must have been a while. I look at my clock, it's only 12:30. I have till 5 to go. So I was just like, oh no. So, like I said, I did enjoy kind of being out there again, but I don't know. I don't know if I can be out there the way I used to. Okay, so on my notes here it says, quote, Blake looks up to find unknown and an unknown copy. Each have a flame hand and neither look very pleased. So yeah, so I gotta draw the not so pleased face. I feel like, though, I'm gonna have to be a little more dramatic with the frown. Well, I think it's fine. This is at 25%. Yeah, you'd be able to see that. I just always worry that, like, a lot of my expressions sometimes are too, what's the word? A lot of my expressions are too subtle. And so I've been trying to keep that in mind more when especially when I do the sketch, because it's only going to get more muted when I clean it up and stuff. But I've been trying to keep in mind that, if the emotions are too muted, I don't know, it's just harder to feel like the emotion of the scene, So I've been trying to like push more with like stretching the facial expressions a bit, maybe like over stretching them, just to get like just to make the emotion more clear. Maybe I'll end up doing like the kind of like what I did with them before when they were like they had like the anger spike between each other. Okay, but that's what it originally says, but I think I have to have their mouths open because I slightly changed it so I could do a frame like this. I'm just gonna have the grass. Some of the path, and like the bushes in the background. maybe some charring on the ground. I don't know. I do have to kind of sketch in the sigils because otherwise, I'm gonna be really mad at myself if I don't. It's so hard to see in the print though, especially since their cloaks are so dark, but part of me still wants to do it because it's a big part of the like the original design I had for those. So we're gonna do it anyway, even though it's so hard to see, and I don't think anyone ever notices the sigils on their on their coat. What if I make them glow next time? You know, that would look cool. That'll look cool at least. Also, with each episode I've done, I have become a little more mindful of, like, you know, if a character has a lot of dark colors they're using, like in their design. Just, you know, even though it doesn't make sense, just kind of outline them in white because it just looks better. They kind of look like them like staring each other down like this. They kind of look like the a little bit like the like great philosophers painting with the Aristotle and is it Socrates? Aristotle and Socrates with their like hands arguing with each other. I mean, of course it's not like the great painting, but I'm just trying to say, like, they're both doing like hand disagreement. Oh, one other thing I wanted to add that I don't know if anyone's really curious about it, but normally I post the patron postcards for each month, and I did do them this month. I just didn't really take good pictures of them before I sent them off, and so then by the time I was like going to post them, I tried like doing like photo editing stuff to make them like look cleaner and whatnot, but it just didn't look good to me, so it didn't look very post worthy. Not to say like I don't think they look good, but I think the photographs are not very good. So I was trying to decide, because like I have a Patreon tier called Frog Mail, and I send a little message with some artwork, and I don't really have an example of it, so now that I think about it, I could probably post that instead, so you know, y'all can kind of see what I do with the Frog Mail stuff, because I definitely have never posted the Frog Mail before, so that can be fun. So I know I took a decent picture of that one, because I've been trying to keep a record for myself, because every time doing the Patreon stuff comes up, I'm like, so what did I promise for Frog Mail again? It's just, I just haven't been doing it for long enough, so it's just I forget every time what Frog Mail even is. What's Frog Mail again? And then like luckily I take pictures and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that's kind of like my thing that I do to showcase it. So let me think. How many lines of dialogue? 1, 2. Oh, it's just 2 lines of dialogue. It's just one is like longer than the other, and then something kind of lengthy. Or maybe I would put it here. Left, right, blah blah blah, and then they have a thing down here as well, which is on a different layer. Okay. Such an interesting playlist. What is this? Wait, what is this music? Oh, 3DS first time set. Okay. So yeah, I just realized I really got off topic from video game discussion. Were we talking about video games? What? No, we couldn't have been. We couldn't. Speaking of games that are not video games, phone games ish, browser games. I talked about it a little bit. I think one other stream. I don't know how long ago though. But my other mod Hexiodon got me into Pt2-1, which is like Sudoku but like Pokemon. So I try and look at it every day, and there have been a couple of them where because I don't really think I know Pokemon that well. I'm kind of an older generation Pokemon, and then like maybe the last couple ones I know. And so it's just like a test of knowledge for Pokemon and that kind of stuff. And but there's just some things I just don't really know very well. So I've just been getting worse with each one this like past week. Okay, so I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to put Corin before I go to the next panel. If I want to put Corin in the background here, because I think the text is gonna cover it, but I can make the text sort of see-through. That is always an option. I still have my water up. Sorry about that. I've been drinking water this whole time. We'll see if I add it in. Anyway, this just seems like it would be a good detail to add, but I don't know how much the other thing's gonna cover. I just changed it to color, right? Oh, okay, got it. I had to make another layer so it just like put it all on one layer, so I didn't want the body model feet to show. Is that how you spell it? It's my made-up word that I don't know how to spell. Okay, so big sparkly bubble, and then it's both of them. In the cloaks. It's just like very rough sketch. Of course, I'm gonna clean it up. And like in the middle, right? Yeah, that's about where he is, right? This isn't too dramatic. Hooded from the front, so yeah, something like that. So yeah, I haven't checked the Pokedoku But you know, if you're good at guessing Pokemons, if you're good at guessing Pokemon, it's a really fun kind of like brain teaser thing to do every day. Even though one day I was like, I looked at all of them and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna have to just take an L on this one. Just not even fill it out.
Hi, puppy. What is it? Puppy.
I may have to take BRB.
Here's a bud. You want to go drink some water?
Water's very important. Please hydrate. So yeah, but yeah, I'm still playing Super Mario RPG, and the latest level I did was Bowser's Castle. So Bowser finally gets his castle back. It was funny though, because when you're about to go there, he's like, well, oh no, this is near the end actually, so I'm kind of spoiling before I get that, because I'm misremembering things. So he's like, oh good, my castle, and then when you fight some of the enemies, they'll be like, if Bowser's on your team, they'll just automatically be afraid of him and leave. They're just like, oh god, Lord Bowser's here, run! So, yeah. It was pretty funny. And then, oh gosh, and then they had like a trial to get through the castle. And it's like mixed on how, like which ones are there. So it's like 6 doors, I think. And so it was like 2 of them are just, like battle gauntlets. 2 of them are puzzles. And 2 of them are platforming. Gosh. So I've been having so much trouble. And I think that's the only thing in Super Mario RPG I can be like, I absolutely hate this. I've been having so much trouble with the platforming because it's isometric. And I do have a little bit of drift on my Switch controllers, so like platforming has been near impossible part of the time. And so just to have this like flame gauntlet where like you only have a couple tries to do it. When I got in that room, I was like, no, let me have the puzzles, let me have the battle gauntlet, please. I can't do this. But I at least tried it, and well, it was funny because I lost like half my lives on the first screen. I thought I was done. I was like, oh yeah, okay, all right, well at least I didn't lose all my lives. Ha ha ha. Go in the door, there's like another gauntlet room to go through, and I was like, I am screwed. And so, but somehow I got the second room, like, I guess on vibes. And then the third room was like one of those like chained Donkey Kong dudes. And he's just throwing barrels like, you know, classic Mario. And yeah, I did not like those barrels. Once again, it was because of the whole isometric thing, so I didn't know like where my jump was gonna end up at, and I was just like, so somehow with 1 life left I cleared that challenge. But then like when I stumbled upon the second platforming challenge, I was just like, nope, I'm leaving. So I did the puzzle ones. I thought I think I only did one of the puzzle ones because the first one, it's like a quiz show, and I wasn't gonna like look up how to do it. And so I just, you know, if I got it wrong, I got it wrong. So like the first quiz I had to redo a couple times, but then after that, like, all the other puzzles were pretty easy. Sorry, I think I have to fix something here. I may go ahead and finish their hands and stuff real quick. And then I'll kind of like adjust the size of the head and size of the shoulders, because they're not looking the same size. It definitely looks like Kira's taller. Which I don't mind them having a slightly different face shape, but so different. But yeah, the puzzle part was fun after I, you know, got past the quiz. And so, funnily enough, normally the thing that I'm awful at in games, which is like battling things, you know, the fair way, in Super Mario RPG, I am a battle person. I hit things with hammer really good. Like, is this what it's like to be a barbarian in D&D? Me, who has only ever been a DM and sort of a wizard, when I'm not the DM. It's only because, like, I've only played as a D&D wizard with, like, stuff like Baldur's Gate. Where it's like the computer's the DM. Because I haven't gotten a chance to be in a game where I'm a player yet. And it's funny because I joined a group to be like, oh yeah, I'll go out and play some D&D in the wild and it'll be real fun. And every time I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go, the day of I like end up chickening out and I'm like, yeah, I'm tired. That's I do want outward a little bit more. I'm going to not care for the sketch later. It's just like, I'm like, oh, this hand sketches. Like, I just know. Try and make the hand spread out a little bit more. So yeah, it turns out, like, I, only for Super Mario RPG am I the battling person. So don't ask me about any puzzles. Also because my main party is like Mario, Bowser, and then usually I sub. Like I go between Mallow, Gino, and Peach in the third spot, but it's usually always Bowser, Mario. So yeah, I'm definitely an all-attack build. Okay. as well here. Be a little more. Be a little more thinking they should look here. Usually in shadow. No nose. They don't have any noses now. But yeah, so last Friday? Yeah, last Friday I did the Mother 3 stream, right? And so I've been uploading them to YouTube because I don't know how long they're gonna stay on here. And I'd done the little edits and uploaded it, like, you know, re-uploaded it to, well, uploaded it to YouTube, but then I like to put it on private just so I can just, you know, check it real quick before I actually post it and, you know, possibly redo the thumbnail, that kind of thing. And I didn't quite do that. I actually just forgot. I thought I had uploaded it and I just forgot that I had it in, like, waiting. And so I was like, oh yeah, I uploaded that, right? And then I thought about it, I was like, oh, I don't think I uploaded it. And sure enough, it was still in, like, private. I was like, oh no! So yeah, that's why it was a little later than how I had uploaded the first one. So yeah. But I'm really appreciative of anyone stopping by for the gaming streams. You know, I wasn't sure if I should add another day again, but I really am trying to, you know, at least get, like, affiliate or something. But it's just funny, as soon as, like, you start being like, I'm gonna try for this, like, actually, you have one more thing to do. It's like, oh man, okay. So I thought I was close, but I was like, nope, not anymore. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's okay. I'm not too worried about it. I'm actually enjoying doing the gaming stuff, and especially since I had been yammering on about playing Mother 3 for the longest time, and just like, oh, it's so good. And then like I said, I played Earthbound this year, and was like, well, now I really gotta play Mother 3, right? So. And kind of like I said for Earthbound, I feel this way with Mother 3 as well. It's just, you know, it's one thing watching someone playing it, and that's fine for if, you know, you don't have access to something, like access to the system and, you know, that kind of stuff. But, like, I don't know, just playing it for yourself, it's a different feeling. So if I know it, if it seems like something I like, I definitely go back and see if I can play it for myself somehow. I think a lot of times too, because I was seeing someone I follow talk about a different game, and I was like, everyone forgot about this game, and I was like, well, no. It's like, I did actually want to play that game, but it was like an Xbox exclusive, I think, back in the day, and it's just like, it made it where it wasn't accessible for me to play at the time, because I just didn't have that system. And a lot of times that's just really all it is, accessibility. It's just like, I just was not going to buy a whole nother system just to play this, like, system exclusive game. Which should be the problem I have with Final Fantasy VII right now, because they're not going to release the Steam version for a while. But I'm silly, and I love all their stuff, and I'm going to play on someone else's system, because I don't have a PS5. So I was like trying to think in my head, what number are we on now? Everyone forgets about the PS3, to be honest. It's like the Spider-Man logo PlayStation. Yeah, this is supposed to be like sparkly protection bubble go kind of thing, and yeah, we'll have Blake here in the background being like, oh. So yeah, but like, sorry, once again, back to Super Mario RPG. So then like one of the villains from the beginning in the game, is your ally, so like he like stole your stuff from me before, but he's like the like I think final item shop or whatever. So I thought that was really neat. Enemies becoming friends kind of thing. Oh, give me a second. I think it's a puppy. Ow. One second. Woof woof. Yeah, he and fellow puppy were like, wait, we gotta go to work. So yeah, after the end of like Bowser's Castle, Bowser's all like, well, my castle's safe, so see you guys later. It's like, so then Gino's what, like, they're coming through your castle to get here, so you're just gonna have to keep dealing with these guys if you don't come help. And he's like, you make a fair point, doll. So yeah, Bowser's still on the team. So yeah, I mean, I guess kind of showing already with this sketch, this is gonna be probably the first episode. They're all... There's not puppy left. Oh, okay, that was me. I scared myself there. But yeah, this is the first episode. They're gonna all kind of be in the same space again. At least one of them in... At least, well, it's both of them in disguise this time, right? Alright, let's take a look at it. Okay, so I do want to make some slight changes, so they look a little more similar. They gotta have more of the same face syndrome thing going on. It's like, normally that's an easy thing for me to do. Just this time not so much, huh? Yeah, just make some slight changes here. Make them look a little more similar. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for this page. If we want, we can go on to the next one and get like a quick water break. Make sure not to keep my water on next time. That's good water. I think I'm out though. Yeah, I don't have another one nearby. Oops. So yeah, I guess I could just move on to next page for the next, wow, hour. I mean, it was only 2 panels, but just like, I don't know. Sometimes I take a lot longer on these than I think I will. Did I separate? Nope, I didn't. Whoops, okay. If the, stream hiccups for a bit, just know I had to split the pages. So yeah, I finally, posted about chapter 6 being, having the physical copy. I know I've been, like, talking about it on stream for a while, but I hadn't made, like, an official post, like, oh yeah, I, physical copies of the comics already. Yeah, so they've been ready for a bit. And that's what I showed at the last outdoor market as well. I was showing that episode off. Alright, next page. I also had some new frogs too. Which, like I said, oh my gosh, I haven't shown that off. I just have so much going on in my head right now. So yeah, I made like a tea time frog with like a teacup in its terrarium. It's really cute looking. I might have posted it though, but you have to like scroll to look at it. Anyway. Okay, so this next part, sorry that you're looking at a blank screen, but I didn't structure this out because I thought the other one would take longer. So the next screen is a how many? So 1 panel, 2 panels. Oh, I actually structured it out. Okay, cool. I didn't know what the numbers were for, but yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panel. Okay, it's a 5 panel. So a lot of times what I do when I'm not really sure how I want to structure it yet, I will kind of just use the template. And then if the template seems to get the idea, then I just keep it. If not, then I do go ahead and edit it, but it does give me some ideas. It was funny when I was structuring out the first 2 pages of this second half of the episode. It was like, for each frame, I wasn't really drawing anything, so I was just putting words. I might do that this time too. 5 frames. I think this one is fine. I haven't used this structure in a while. So it'll at least give me an idea of maybe how I want to structure it out. I change my mind sometimes, though. If I do finish this page quickly, though, for some reason, I probably will end the stream a little early. For some reason, I'm feeling kind of, what's the word? Not airheaded, but I am feeling kind of like, I am going off topic way more than normal. I'm feeling a little airheaded. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to put it. So yeah, sorry about that. I'm definitely noticing. Okay, so so yeah, they both turn back to Blake. But they're still arguing with each other. So I think this is perfect that it's like the biggest one. But we do need more room for Blake to respond here. So this panel cannot be this small. Because he does actually have a line here. Okay. Once again, they're gonna have this, like, symmetry. You know, it'd be neat. There is a symmetry tool, and this would be the perfect time to use it. Cause like I said, they do have this symmetry thing going on right now, so let's go ahead and take advantage of that. Woof woof. General shape here, and then maybe give them like a okay, yeah, that's a good way to start it. And then they're both kind of like sitting down, so to speak, since Blake is still on the ground here. Is going this way, and it's like, once again, surprise from him. And yeah, that actually came out a lot better, I guess. So any frame they're both in, I will probably like symmetry tool them first and then kind of make them a little more unique as I draw more of the frame and whatnot. Oh, this is cool. What? Okay, sorry, I gotta do the dance overlay. It's a fun song. Yeah, this is definitely one of the more spacey tones of the playlist, I will say that. Not to be a purveyor of corny jokes, but maybe that's why I'm so spacey today. But sure. Alright. I'll see myself out now. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for joining the stream today. I'm now too embarrassed to continue. Right. Oh yeah, they're definitely looking like each other right about now. I wanted this to be more of like a side turn here, so just more of the shoulders showing here. Oh yeah, this is gonna make it real confusing because they super look like the other now. Which is kind of what I want. So we'll keep it that way. Stuff around it. Be mad later when I don't have it. It's like, wait a second, I didn't draw anything in. The one on the left talks. The one on the right talks. And then we have the exclamation point here. Like, it's definitely not room for any talking, but probably format it a little bit differently. But I do think their spacing needs to be a little closer as they kind of close in on Blake here. Okay, so this line is so a little bit more of gaming talk. Once again, I'm sorry I've been so kind of like goldfish brain today, but so a little bit more of gaming talk, not of me actually playing it, but I've been getting into like the game Inscription style videos again, and so I was like, am I like not a chicken anymore? Should I actually like try and play Inscription myself? Because I've just been really enjoying the videos and like seeing the different strategies people use, and it's just also been putting my mind at ease. I really love the character designs in there too. I was remembering I was so this is Blake being like, there's two of you. It was funny because I was you know, I was thinking of working on my cosplays, with my main ones that I'm focusing on this year being Chris from Deltarune, Aqua, which is gonna be like my big, very difficult one, and it was gonna be Tifa, but I may retire the Tifa one. we'll see. Tifa is easy to do. But way easier than Aqua. But like getting into like the inscription videos again, I was just like, you know what would be fun? Because I like wearing sort of like classical looking gothic clothes. Maybe I wouldn't say fully gothic, but like the kind of like I guess romanticized era of gothic clothes. And so so like one of the characters, Grimora, has it, and I was packing my Christmas tree finally, and I was like, oh, you know, it would be funny if like as part of like the cosplay, like I'm Grimora, right? Then like I have like my my little, you know, fake Christmas tree on like wheels or something, and I have like a wizard hat on him, and that's one of the other, you know, characters, Magnus. That's just me and the Christmas tree, but it would be like the inscription characters. So I thought that would be a fun cosplay to maybe do. But yeah, I've been super getting into like the strategy sort of videos. And then I fall asleep too. I fall asleep on them. And I say that because, like, you know, I tend to be a scaredy cat about things, and not because of the actual, like, content itself as I'm watching it being scary, but, like, you know, after I've left said world or whatever, said setting or world, and like it's fluffier cheeks than that. You know, after I've left said world, it kind of sticks in my head, and usually, you know, makes it worse than what it is. And so I actually, even though I wasn't playing Inscription when I first like watched videos of it, I did have like dreams / nightmares of like that cabin. And so, you know, that's why I was like, yeah, I can't buy this game. I cannot play it for myself. But I don't know. I feel like just kind of like my brain being obsessed with it again. Maybe I can get over my fear. Just so I can play it for myself. And I don't have to pester my friend to start playing it again. I also tried Valheim with another friend of mine. Which it was really fun, the little bit that we did get a chance to play. But it's funny because it's kind of like when I was talking about Final Fantasy 15, I think. There's a little bit of that, and then I have talked about playing Minecraft because I was really into Minecraft for a while, but like with the express caveat of I don't know what kind of expression I want to give him. Does he kind of want to like be happy that there's two of them? I haven't really thought about this on like a deep character level yet. Let me think about it. Is he just intrigued? Is he like, what's going on in Blake's head right now? But yeah, anyway, so I played Valheim and I was enjoying it, but you know, the interesting thing about me and survival games and then, you know, them having like that very neat vibe, I cannot play them by myself. I kind of talked about playing Minecraft by myself and like how I enjoy it, but like I get super like existential in the way where I'm like, you know, I could be spending time with in IRL right now. Like I could be spending time in real life right now. And specifically survival games. Now, what happened with Final Fantasy 15, it's like it's about like at least at the beginning, and that's why I never finished it. It's about like, you know, them exploring the world in like a car road trip, and there's this kind of like very like boys crew friends vibe, and it just made me I remember when I played it, like it's a single player game, but it made me feel so lonely because they're all like hanging out together having a great time, and I'm like, you know, I kind of feel like this makes me feel like I need to talk to some people. And so yeah, for like similar reasons, it's just like survival games make me feel like I need to go out into the real like hiking trail, and why am I playing this game when I could be hiking, you know, that kind of feeling. And which, you know, could be good because then it may like inspire me to go hiking, but like that's why I can't play those games by myself. They're way more fun to me if I'm joined by someone else, because it's like then it's more of like a teamwork, team building game. We're building our base. But if I'm playing it by myself, it's like I'm surviving in this world. I'm like, I need to go into the real world, actually. It makes me very like sad and or existential. So it's just like, no, you know what? I'm not playing any survival games by myself. Also, like I'm awful when things start chasing me. So like if they're like enemy mob is hitting you from 30 meters with an arrow, I'm like, ah! Where's left? Where's right? Do I know my left from right now? I think his mouth should be more open. This is where I'm talking about the little bit of over-exaggerating. I think his eyebrows should be a little more exaggerated here. Did all that, you know. So, yeah, something like that. Maybe we'll draw the tree behind him again, but I felt like in the last episode it was getting way too distracting. So we'll see. I'll maybe like draw it lightly, like, oh, there's still a tree here. Remember that tree from the last half of the episode? Okay, so there's two of you. The third panel is them just looking at each other again. So yeah, we're gonna employ that symmetrical ruler again. But yeah, I mean, when I was playing with other people, I super enjoyed Minecraft. And sometimes I would log in, like, on my own just to build a couple extra things that, like, I couldn't get off my mind the night before, and, like, you know, it was just getting too late. But otherwise, if it's not, like, you know, something that's just stuck in my mind that I have to do, I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't have to go there. I played, what's the other survival game that's, like, it's 2D? I can't think of the name. Terraria? Yeah, Terraria. I was like, am I remembering their name correctly? Anyway, so yeah, I was playing Terraria. And, with a friend, though, because I was saying how I was like, you know, I'm interested in it, but I know how I get with those type of games, and so then he was like, oh, yeah, I'm good at that game, I play it. It's like, oh, okay. So yeah, that's usually how I play survival games. And I don't mind playing them as long as like someone joins me. It's just if I ever have to do anything on my own, I'm just like, Also, it turns nighttime and it's like, the mobs killed me 10 times while you were gone. I just got too nervous. Okay, actually, I don't want to do symmetry coats. I think it would help, but I think the way they need to kind of like flap down needs to almost mirror rather than well, not mirror. Maybe I feel like they actually need to flap the same way instead of mirroring each other. And actually, they need to look at each other here, so that's why it's weird. It's like no longer looking at, like, they need to look at each other here. And scooch them over. This way. Da-da-da. There was another indie game that a friend of mine recommended, and I haven't been checking Twitter recently. I will apologize for that. I just haven't been checking it. It started really giving me way too many like Facebook vibes, where it's like we are tracking every moment of every response you're doing, and it was just kind of creeping me out a little bit. So I was like, I'm gonna take a break from Twitter for a while. So I logged back on recently, and a friend of mine had recommended this really cute looking frog game. So I was like, you know, this would be perfect for me on stream. It's like a frog like farming life sim, I think. And I think it would be nice for like a one-off stream. So I may like break up Mother 3 just one week just to check the game out, because I thought it was really cute. And the frogs look like me, so I thought they were cute. Remember their funky hair. Oh, some kind of hair thing going on. I had to listen to this song quite a bit. Pretty sure this is like a DS setting song. Also, I forgot Wes was dancing. Wes, dear, you can take a break. No, it's okay, Wes. Just sit down, buddy. It's fine. You don't have to keep dancing. So, yeah. It's like similar, but not quite the same. No, there are a couple frames where, like, I do kind of, like, show one eye. I wonder if I should just do, like, one eye for each one. Just, like, kind of see it. Just so you can kind of, they're like, what should we say here? Did we plan this part out? Definitely not. Okay, the the second to last panel. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's this one is supposed to be answering here, and then we have the other one just like nod. Let me just check what the last panel is, so I'm not putting too much. Okay, this is Blake getting up. Do I need a little bit more room for him here? So this is Blake getting up. He does have some lines here, though. So I may decide to kind of shift this over to this way, so maybe it can overlap here. But it means I'm gonna have to draw them both fully, which is fine. Shouldn't be lazy about drawing my characters. I do like drawing my characters. But, you know, sometimes I like to give myself a little break. I'm trying to think what I had earlier today. But you know what? I had a really small lunch. Could be like why I'm a little spacey. Like very nice dinner, very small lunch, you know? It's like my stomach's like, hey, what happened to the nice dinner meal? Yeah, we'll blame it on that. I really don't know why though. I do like this playlist a lot though. It was actually just on the recommended. And normally I like to kind of think ahead of time like what I'm doing, but this one was just on my recommended. I was like, actually this sounds really cool. Sounds like it would be a neat list. I was really taking a chance that there wasn't a very weird song. A very weird song. Nintendo would never. Smush the hood a little bit since there's gonna be like the nodding, the nod here. So yeah, and I'm still planning on streaming this this Friday. I don't have an event coming up that I know of other than the release of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Which, you know, we'll see how that pans out. So yeah, I don't really have an event. So this Friday I should be good to stream gaming. I shouldn't be too stressed or anything because of having to make stuff. So I should. Shouldn't cover up the neck a little bit. Oh, saving. Aw, would you like to save your game? Wow, now I'm really being a save frog. Thank you for enjoying the stream. Would you like to save your game? Everyone knows this is the MO of all frogs. All of them. What, they haven't asked you if you want to save your game yet? Or maybe you just haven't tried talking with them long enough, you know? I know it just looks like they're busy, you know, singing to the rain and trying to get by, but, you know, I think they could save your game for you. Alright. That's enough silliness. Alright. One last panel, and that is Blake here. I still don't think I gave him enough speech bubble room, but we'll see. I'm gonna have his face kind of like turned up this way. Ears down here. Shirt. Shoulders here too. Not as much of the top of his hairs. So pull back on how much of the fangs we're showing since his chin's facing upward. You know, when I draw like this, it sometimes shows me like how important the nose is. is kind of scary right now. Place that nose first, and then everything will fall into place. He's kind of a rounder nose. Remember that detail. This is also, I'm pretty sure, like a DS song. I think it was either last art stream or was it the gaming stream? I'm not sure, but I was talking about how like most of the games I actually completed are within like the DS era, and so that's why I love the pixel art, very detailed pixel art look so much. What do we think? Should we maybe put like the Witchblade in the frame like a little bit on his non-dominant? Yeah, we had the villain cut poor Blake's hand last episode, so he's handling the Witchblade. Well, not last episode, last, half. He's handling Blade with his non-dominant now. Which is something I will have to keep in mind the entire episode, because I'll forget for like one frame, and he was like, all of a sudden, his hand is healed. He's fine, guys. It was all a trick. So I will definitely have to kind of like keep that in my side notes. Like, he can only use this non-dominant hand. Like, oh yeah, right. Sorry. I was like, I love those songs. Anyway. Thoughts empty songs. I've been trying to, not trying to, I have actually started, because I've been wanting to do, Kirby type keychains that look like, patron postcards I did a while back, and so I've been trying to design some where I think they would look good, and then move on to the next one. But I'm trying to do Kirby's I haven't seen before. Like, so I'm gonna avoid Kirby on the star. And as much as I love Parasol Kirby, I'm gonna avoid Parasol Kirby. But I may do Waddle Dee. Parasol Waddle Dee. So I'm doing a couple different designs to see like what may work the best as like a keychain. And so then once I figure out what I want to do there, then I'll get that and then some more of the Mr. Saturn ones since I ran out of the Mr. Saturn keychains. I think that's it for today. So yeah, we'll see how active I'll be after Final Fantasy VII comes out. No, I'm just kidding. No. Well, I'm really wanting to keep the stream schedule this year, and because I have been enjoying it a lot, and I just get new surprises every time. Mostly good surprises. Don't worry. So yeah. So these are our 2 pages for today. Let me go back to the other one. So we sketched 2 pages. That's pretty good. It's like, that's one more than I usually do. But yeah. Not a lot of background stuff going on, and I think that's what takes the longest a lot of time, if there are a lot of, like, background set pieces. Which, like I said, I may or may not add Corin in the background here. So we'll see. Anyway, I know it's not quite 2 hours yet, but like I said, I'm feeling a little goofy headed. As usual, if you like my artwork, please check out the links on my homepage here, or I will post it in the chat. You can follow me. I'm mostly on Instagram now. But you know, you can follow me at all my social links that I have. And I'll be back again this Friday to stream more Mother 3. So if you've been enjoying Mother 3, yeah, that's when I'll be streaming again. And hopefully you'll be able to catch it live. So, until next time, thanks so much for joining today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!